Okay, vamos. We start alone, right? Sorry. 2, 3, 4. I think Nagual is the spiritual part of us. Like, for example, if you like a melody, there are certain tunes that you like more than the other one. You say, oh, I like that song. Why do you like that song? What is that connection that you feel to that song? And I don't think you can put that on words. I think that's the magic of music, and that's Nagual. And I don't care to explain it, you know? I just care to live it and feel it. Test, 1, 2, 3, un test por aquí, 1, 2, 3. My name is Marlon Simon. I'm a drummer, percussionist, composer, and educator. I started the Nagual Spirits around 1995 with Peter Braining, Alex Norris, Roberto Quintero, Luis Perdomo, my brother Edward Simon were both the main pianists. I forgot to mention Boris Kozlov is also one of the guys who started.
Initially being recommended by Peter Braining, who's playing the saxophones here.
I knew Marlon actually before these guys. And we just became like really close, and then he invited me to play in his band.
We did some trips. I remember going to Curacao. We went to Bolivia. So Marlon got us involved with a lot of projects.
The feature on different paths, it was the proposal that I did to the Guggenheim. After the pandemic and after all those problems that we have in the past 3 years, we as people and musicians and artists were forced to take a different direction. A direction where we are more in connection with each other instead of competing with each other, and more in contact with ourselves. So that's what I call it, on different paths.
And that's really the main idea or concept behind the ensemble, is how to bring all of those traditions. Jazz language, jazz improvisation, with the traditions of the Afro-Caribbean.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Erika, un tema muy lindo que le escribió a su hija.
She's not with me physically, but is with me spiritually all the time. And that tune is dedicated to her.
He was collecting VHS tapes of Cuban musicians way before, again, we could see everything on YouTube. So we would watch it and dissect the stuff, and he would explain things to me. And then Robert Congero and his band who's playing here, he would also show me stuff and just show how bass to mouths relate to patterns, you know, on the conga.
Marlon's a very special musician. He's very deep into the Afro-Cuban folkloric tradition.
On the bass, Mr. Andy Gonzalez.
There is a song that I wrote dedicated to the bassist Andy Gonzalez.
Of course, on the drums, it's not only my friend, but my brother, Marlon Simon.
Andy was one of the persons who opened the doors to me. He had a strong influence on my career and helped me out in a lot of ways to get in touch with the business and understand the business. like to expand and experiment with other rhythms and other harmonies.
And Marlon likes to write music, so his compositions are conceived in such a way that allows for that integration to happen.
And then this project today is the Nagual Spirits plus 2 guests. Kevin plays the French horn and Monica plays the bassoon. They are classical players. And I did some arrangements to put that together, things that I tried to experiment harmonically and rhythmically.
The bassoon is an instrument that you don't often see in jazz music or world music or anything other than classical.
He's a really great composer.
And he's combining that with his own compositional style, which has really evolved.
It's a great pleasure to be playing this music. Super fun, very intricate, but very beautiful at the same time.
This is a huge undertaking, and he's really expanding his writing. And for bassoon and French horn, but even just for the quintet, he's writing a lot more intricate music, more contrapuntal. And it's kicking my butt. It's really hard music.
We're going to record with his other brother, Michael. He has to add a third horn.
I brought my little brother from Holland, who is a trumpet player, and he flew from Rotterdam.
Yeah, well, playing in a family with my brothers is a very special thing.
Because I wanted to take this opportunity to have the 3 brothers together.
The Simon brothers.
Connection with each other, which is not only musical.
Well, this one of the songs that we recorded today is called Pa, which is dedicated to my father, who passed away some 4 years ago now.
And this song is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very heartfelt piece. And I really love space in music. It's one of the things I enjoy the most.
Above Thoughts actually is a suite. The first movement is searching, the second movement is on different paths, the third movement is called walking, and the last movement is the one we just recorded, it's called Above Thoughts. Ta 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 3, 4, 1. Esto viene después del do. Sí, después del do. 1, 2, ta 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 ta.
La música del Caribe, ¿no? Tanto Venezuela como música afro-cubana, esa.
The main thing I love is that it's bringing back the Nagual Spirits, the band.
Finding out about the new music that Marlon wrote.
Creo que esto es uno de los proyectos más comprometedores, ¿no?
The most ambitious thing that I think he's ever done.
Hemos estado construyéndolo como un rompecabezas.
This combination is my favorite.
Yeah, great fun.
Revisiting the chemistry that we built up back in those days.
11 tunes, original compositions.
I'm in heaven here playing this music.
Then you can enjoy it intellectually, in the body, and in the heart.
On different paths. It's really extraordinary.
That's it.
Kids, thank you all.
¿Salud, pelo?
Sí. Se Photoshop, tú sabes. Okay, so here we go. Sabotage.
And repeats are good. The 2 repeats. Okay.
Couldn't resist, couldn't resist.
Good question. Good question. Some people have compared me to Chet Baker. They call me the Latin Chet Baker. Some guy.
Con el Jaguar Speed, sí.